homeschool. Managing my emotions and managing two toddlers' emotions is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I ran to the thrift store this morning because our walls are still so bare. Yards are so much work. We have been doing so much back here, and yet still feels like we're not doing anything. Here, this is like the weird things that we find at our new property. Honestly, I think that has been a lie I've been believing for a long time, and that's why I haven't been uploading as much. I ran to the thrift store this morning because our walls are still so bare. Even behind me, you can see there's actually damage on the walls here. We still need to patch it up and paint, but I haven't really been putting much on the walls, and it really feels non-homey when I don't have like artwork and stuff. But artwork is so expensive, and the easiest way that you can just find some cool stuff that's original and like not what everybody else has is just going to the thrift store or estate sales, Facebook Marketplace, whatever. So went to the thrift store to see what I can find, and I actually found a lot of good artwork and some really big pieces too. That was fun. One of them has like the alphabet on it. It's like a vegetable alphabet. I thought it'd be really cute for the kids' play area in the basement, or somewhere around there was now going to be our homeschool area. Yes, you heard me right. I said homeschool. I have a lot to catch you guys up on. There were some other things I ended up finding, so maybe we'll just do a little thrift haul, because it was a good one. I found some good stuff. Vase, $3.97. That's too much for a vase at the thrift store. They're marking up things like never before. This is like a little framed artwork piece with a hook on it. I love hooks. More artwork, you guys. Where these are going, I don't know. Figure it out. This little guy. Kind of cool because it's not framed. Then I got some little frame and found these striped pillows. Since my homeschool area is not looking very inspiring right now, tried to find a few things for that, and I just found this little globe. We're just going to use this to learn the map, which Jace has already been learning. He's so cute. He came up to me today and was like, "Does Roman live here? Is this Texas?" Like his friend. And he pointed straight to Texas, and I was so proud of him. Welcome to homeschool. Sorry, I'm laughing because I never thought I'd be saying that. So my oldest son, he actually misses the September cutoff for preschool. His birthday comes after September 1st. So technically, if we put him in like a preschool program, it wouldn't be till next year. And so I thought, why not get him started a little early on a little program to kind of see where he's at academically, and it's super casual. I kind of wanted to try out homeschool anyway to see if it's something that I'm interested in like doing for the next couple years with the kids potentially. So we really don't know what direction we're going to go into. We're going to just pray about it and figure that out over time. But I basically end up getting the good and the beautiful curriculum for preschool. And this thing is dummy proof. Like, it is perfect for a busy mom like me, and they just make it so easy. There's really like no prep involved. I just quickly take a look at the lesson before I teach it. But again, we're taking this very easy. So I'm not pushing anything on him. I'm not like forcing him to sit down and learn if he doesn't want to. We usually end up doing about 2 to 3 lessons per week, and that's been good for us. I mean, the attention span of a kid is so low. So I guess this is my encouragement to you. If you were thinking about starting to like do a homeschool preschool program, this one's pretty easy. If I could do it, anybody can. It's been really cool to see him like learning things that I'm teaching him. It's very special. And I think I've been struggling a lot as a mom. Just, can I put you down so I can have a heart-to-heart with the mamas? Yes. What was I talking about? Like with the whole homeschool thing, but in general, just parenting and the kids, and like having 3 kids now, and it's been a lot. Days where it's very overwhelming, days where I'm very anxious. Managing my emotions and managing 2 toddlers' emotions is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. I think I tend to fall into a pattern of really negative self-talk, talking down on myself as a mom, believing lies about myself, comparing myself to other moms, and
a huge part of that is social media and like seeing how other moms are doing things on social media and getting down on myself if I feel like they're a way better mom than me, they're handling things better, they've got it all together. And like none of that is true, you know? Obviously, we are seeing somebody's best on social media. Even me, I share on social media, so I don't want to make other moms feel that way either. But it's like this natural instinct that I have, and I think a lot of moms have, to just automatically compare yourself and be like, oh, that's how that person's doing it. Am I supposed to be doing it that way? Do I have it all wrong? But like every household is so different. Every family is so different. So you need to do what works best for you. This morning, when I dropped the kids off at my mom's, ran to Chick-fil-A, ate in the car, and had a moment to do a devotional. It was all about taking your thoughts captive, and the entire Devo was around the verse from 2 Corinthians 10:5, which says, "We destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God and take every thought captive to obey Christ." But the reflection piece asked, what thoughts do you need to take captive today? I'm not doing enough for my kids. I'm not doing enough as a mom. I need to be doing more. More. It's never enough. The negative thoughts, they've become so normal and part of my everyday life that I didn't even realize they are actual lies from the enemy, and that I'm believing these lies and I'm not taking them captive. And I really want to get into a more positive thought process as a mom and in my daily life. And so I need to work on taking them captive. Maybe starting to write them down, like in a note section on my phone, like the lies I believe. That's an easy way to start. I'm gonna do that right now. So maybe you guys can try that with me. And not only that, but combat it with a truth about you. I'm doing the best I can in this season. Also, I didn't make it to church this Sunday, and Richie just sent me this as a screenshot. I guess it was from the sermon, but it's the 40 I ams, which would be so good to combat lying thoughts or to just keep with you on a daily basis. So screenshot it and keep it for when you need it. Another postpartum thing is the massive amount of hair I've been losing. I'm talking like it's just coming out. It's so much is coming out. And Richie the other day was just like, why is there hair all over the kids? I am so tempted to chop my hair off again and go short again like I did before after I had my daughter. But I'm trying to stick it out because I do kind of want longer hair again. So we have my daughter's birthday coming up, and who has been around from the days where I used to go hardcore on DIY birthdays? I can't do that anymore. I don't have the time to do it. I used to DIY everything, all the decor, the piñatas, on theme. The most I can offer nowadays is what I'm gonna work on today. I bought all these bubbles off Amazon. They're long bubble ones. I'm just gonna put a little bow on them, and the kids can grab them and take them home at the end. I usually do a whole goodie bag with a bunch of stuff in it, but I'm just gonna keep it simple this time. We just take a moment to recognize that yards are so much work. We have been doing so much back here, and yet still feels like we're not doing anything. It is so strange. I probably can complete one more thing before I have to go grab the kids. Okay, there was pea gravel and flagstone all around the tile area that we had to pull out. There was pea gravel all around the tree trunk, which I did line up around bricks at one point. That was kind of like a temporary fix, but we finally wanted to actually get it out of there. I just posted an ad, free pea gravel, and a bunch of people came, picked up pea gravel, so that was great. I didn't have to find a way to dispose of it. Tree trunk then had obviously dirt underneath. Around the patio had dirt underneath. We had to put topsoil, try to even out the soil as best as we can, and lay down some grass seed. So now we kind of just have more dirt patches again in our yard as we're trying to get our grass to keep growing. I also planted 6 trees. They're tiny little guys. Kind of wish I got taller ones, but there was a good deal. They were $22 per tree, even though they're only 3 feet tall. They're gonna take a while to grow. They are emerald green arborvitaes. I really like the look of those. I like how they're bushy. I like how they move, and they taper at the top. So once those are grown out, it'll be nice, because I'm trying to build a hedge, like a privacy hedge on that side of the yard because we have a chain link fence. So I'm probably gonna do a mixed hedge. If you care about the details and want to give suggestions, I prefer to do evergreen options so that we can have that side private still through the winter. Are you guys into this gardening stuff? Please let me know. But I thought a quick thing I can do before I get the kids is to line up the side of this pea gravel area with brick because it's a little messy looking. It doesn't have like a true border. It was messy. So today I'm hoping to kind of get some bricks laid in there the way that I did this side. And even this side, honestly, needs to get cleaned up because all this pea gravel goes over the edge onto the grass and then the grass doesn't grow. So this, guys, is why I hate pea gravel. Flat into the ground and create a little border. And these were just bricks that we literally had laying around in our yard. So they're pretty rustic looking. This side, I would like to do the same thing and just dig a little bit, get these flush into the ground to create a little border here. And this strange stone is kind of stuck here. This is like the weird things that we find at our new property. This has an entire faucet system in there that actually works. So we can't really like get rid of this random big block here. So we're working with that to create this border. Well, guys, I just had another lie enter my brain as I was doing yard work because I was filming it and I was like, this isn't interesting. Nobody cares about what I'm sharing. Like, what is so interesting about basic yard work? Honestly, I think that that has been a lie I've been believing for a long time, and that's why I haven't been uploading as much. I'm just getting in my head so much about like, are people gonna like what I have to share? I live a very normal life, you know? I'm doing garden work. Like, is this interesting? Is this YouTube worthy? But I was thinking like about a comment someone left one time as I was sharing some of my yard work, and they were like, wow, you're so motivated to do yard work. Like, we've lived in our new place for 3 years and I haven't even been able to be motivated. I haven't even been motivated enough to like go fix up the yard. And that is like enough of a reason to share my life and the basic things that I'm doing, is just motivating another person to go work on a project, like start something new that they've been thinking of doing that they haven't had motivation to do in 3 years. You know, because some people are struggling with like getting out of bed, depression, laziness. Like, some people are just going through a lot, and having a new project or motivating someone to like go thrifting or try something new or to try homeschooling or whatever is like a good enough reason for me to continue sharing my life. It's so simple. It's so simple, but so impactful. Ultimately, that thought of my content isn't interesting enough, what I have to share is not worthy of posting, is another lie I'm believing. So I'm adding it to my list. God's blessed me with a life to share and impact others in a positive way. Take that, Satan.